Beep.
Meet more.
Now, we've just started recording. Do you know what time it is, Matthew?
Sorry, my
You just have a little spaz there.
My,
retardation.
it happens from time to time.
That's fair enough. I understand. It's hard, you know.
Yeah.
It's COVID. You know, COVID's got everyone being crazy. Isn't
Everyone
that like
panic.
the get out clause now?
COVID made
Like-
me do it?
Yeah. Like paedophiles are like, COVID made me do it. I mean,
I've been trapped at home alone all these days. What else do I
am I
have to
supposed
do,
to do?
besides, prey on young children online?
and young grandmas.
Young hot grandmas.
Young single hot grandmas. Single widows want your attention.
Yeah. God, I'm not marrying a woman. I'm just pre-ordering a gilf.
Pre-ordering. Yeah. That's good. I like that. You should patent that. You can distill it into a bottle. of
Sure,
some
it's
kind.
been said before.
Nah. Well, I would say there's a few things to talk about. I made a whole list, but there's only one thing I really want to talk about today, and I'm going to go into a bit of not a rant. We're not Angry Joe, but
We can be.
well, we could be. If we were, who would be? I feel like we both have a bit of Angry Joe.
Yeah,
Yes, but
that's-
like, who would be other Joe? Who would be the other Joe
mean-
to our Angry Joe?
I feel like we'd have to almost take turns. Like,
That's true.
say if it's a video you're more passionate about, you would be Angry Joe and I would be Normal Joe. I'd be Average
Where you
Joe.
pitch in sometimes, and I don't listen to you, and
don't
I
really
just
care.
totally disregard. What
I
you
just
say.
try and play devil's advocate, and you just like, no, it's poopy.
I do like, unironically, I do like watching Andrew Joe's videos though.
Yeah, they are.
He doesn't do his reviews anymore. Like, really, he does like one a year.
Did he not get cancelled? I thought he got cancelled.
No, so, so that was like some girl who put up a thing that was like her blog post about they went to Comic-Con and VidCon and some other cons, and she tried to make it seem like he was grooming her and stuff,
Yeah.
but there was like eyewitness accounts and texts from him that she must have assumed he didn't have, where she just tried to like bait him out basically,
him.
like, because she then deleted everything and deleted her account on Twitter.
Oh,
so.
my man Angry Joe keeps those receipts on strap. He's always got them.
But I have a question about that though. If someone is making sure to keep these receipts, then isn't there like a chance that, okay, maybe that incident there wasn't anything going wrong, but they've kept them for a reason? Just because perhaps
They've been proven
something's
right
going-
that one time, then maybe if stuff comes out again, I don't know. I think it's just kind of common sense nowadays because like so many guys get Me Too'd.
just from like hover handing at Comic-Con.
Yeah, like
Very gone.
have you ever seen that? Like I don't know, some Asian UFC fighter who got cancelled because he won a fight and he was like super excited and he like the ring girl like came to like, be like, "Oh, hey," and he sort of like grabbed her a little bit, and then from that point on he wouldn't even like every time he won a fight he would just walk off. He like wouldn't go anywhere near like anyone. It's awesome.
Oh no, it's not awesome. It's sad.
It is sad. I feel sorry for him. He should be able to
'Cause-
grab women a little bit violently if he wins.
Just a tiny
fight.
bit, at least on the hips. Like,
Yeah,
Just-
but that's what he did.
how about? I mean, okay, if physical touch with hands isn't allowed or feet, then I suggest that when you enter a video like a VidCon or a Comic-Con or any public space that might have women in it, you get equipped with a like a lasso, and you can hog tie them instead, and then carry them.
That'd be awesome.
Imagine if you woke up one day and like outside in the streets, you know, there's like trash cans on fire and everything, and like things go to shit. It's like Escape from New York, but then there's people like just lassoing everyone, running around with them.
I would love that. Yeah, fucking, you know what? Tear down the establishment. Who cares anymore?
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone should just be lassoing each other. Return to Cowboy.
Return to Cowboy. And then in eons from now, people will look back at cave paintings on the wall of like the evolution of man, but in the middle step between us aliens, there's like cowboys.
We went back to cowboys for a brief millennium.
It's like yeah, it's like us, a cowboy, and then like this third-eyed dimensional being that we then become.
God, people. I mean, I wish cowboys were something that could make a comeback. Because, like, in, like, the 70s, like, 60s and 70s, cowboys were quite a big thing with all the spaghetti westerns. Then we had, like, action stars, time-traveling sci-fi shit. Then we had superheroes. We had zombies.
Yeah, it kind of ruined it, didn't it?
Yeah, we have to have something again. I want it to be cowboys.
I guess, like, after the first Red Dead, not the first Red Dead, but, like, Red Dead Redemption came out, you had a bunch of, like, copycats of that, and then, like... I guess we still keep getting, like... I love a lot... You know what, actually, recently, there's been this, like, resurgence in, like, these B-tier kind of cowboy films. Like, I know we've spoken about Bone Tomahawk. There's one that came out on Netflix of Tom Hanks, Slow West. It's not Slow West. News of the World.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
By Steven Spielberg, I think.
There's that great... It's pretty good, at least, on Netflix. God's Country, it's called. Like, that's a show.
Oh, yeah. Is that the series with...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
I actually want a second one of that because that's really fucking good, like, tense. But
yeah, there is lots of good cowboy stuff, actually. It's just, it's not mainstream.
Yeah, it's not like a cult thing,
and the only ones...
It's not like a...
The only ones that do get mainstream is shit like the remake of The Magnificent Seven.
Because it's got Chris Pratt in it.
Yeah, it's like, if people are trying to make a franchise or they're trying to make something big, they just get one of the Marvel superhero actors now, and I hate it.
They all end up just acting the same way as well, and it's like Chris Pratt. I mean, I like him, but man, every time I see he's attached to something, I'm just like exhausted.
And like, because there's thousands of really talented actors looking for their big break.
Yeah.
Who are probably way more suited for this specific role, but let's get Chris Pratt or Tom Holland. Yeah, whoever.
I think Tom Holland has probably got to be the worst example of that right now.
Yeah, and
especially after that. Oh, sorry, go on.
I'm just saying, no offense to them as actors, they're good. It's just we don't want to see them all the time.
No, because then you just get burnt out anyway. Like, even if they are good, like Tom Holland is a good actor, but you then can't get into the character because if you see them in films consistently one after another, you're just like, oh boy. Like, there's another one that Tom Holland's called Cherry.
Yeah.
It's just come out, and it's like that biographical film. Apparently, it's just like run-of-the-mill guy comes back from the war and he's fucked up. Like, okay, and apparently he's good in it, but it's like I don't care. And this goes back to that article that I think I sent you about Tom Holland saying how he regrets how he played Nathan Drake. That just comes across more like he's exhausted of everything, and he's just like, I just need to look good in shots.
Yeah,
I think he actually said that, didn't he? Something like, I wanted to look great.
But that's how these actors are treated. That's how they're basically told to, act, essentially. So
this is why, like, there's like this weird thing of like on-set photos, because EW Magazine and like Empire, like all these things have like, they're the ones that blow up like the new first looks at films, aren't they? And it's still crazy to me that like in this world where books, at least like magazine things like that, are just kind of disappearing faster and faster, that it's still left up to things like Empire to like, if you want to see the first look at a new film, it's going to be there. Yeah. And don't you think that's the problem with like, so say he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to act like Nathan Drake. This is what I think, I played the game, I've spoken to Nolan North. Here we go. And then as he's getting ready, the whole crew's there, and he gets made aware that there's someone from Empire taking photos. He's then going to act less like the character and more like, I will pose in these shots. Then they get the little snapshots. It's like...
Yeah, that's a huge problem. And it's like we were talking about this last week when we were talking about terrible like directors who they just want to be seen as the cool guy who's directing a movie, not actually,
Yeah.
doing a good job.
It's like who is it? Like there was that whole thing ages ago about with like fan four stick, like that when the director of that did like Chronicle. It was like, okay, semi decent movie, low budget, small scale, and then they're like, fuck it, here's a Marvel property to do all on your own, and he's like, oh shit.
He's one of the most important Marvel properties ever. Is $100 million. It's like
Don't cry.
try not to cry.
The same thing with like Rian Johnson. Like you're used to doing great character study pieces and like episodes of Breaking Bad and Looper. Yes, that was sci-fi, but it was very much grounded. Here's Star Wars. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's not even. Here's your own trilogy. You have to make one movie in between two other movies. Ugh. It's like it sucks.
I think that's why like some of these directors just disappear off the face of the earth.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably really difficult. Like,
It's like I know we both like David Lowery's work, like Old Man and the Gun and Ghost Story and The Green Knight, which will probably never come out, and it pisses me off every week. But obviously he did the remake of what was the one about the fucking dragon to Disney?
Pete's Dragon,
which was
He did that?
semi decent. Yeah, he directed that.
Didn't know.
And it's got his like trappings. That's the thing. It's got like his. It's really a kind of like lack of contrast. It's very like natural lighting. It's really nicely shot. But then it's just like I think I'm just looking it up because I think he's now doing the thing that he's got coming up. I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, I can't find it. Here we go. He's doing a Peter Pan remake, and I was like, "Oh, nice, cool." I forgot he had done the Pete's Dragon thing, and I forgot it was Disney. And then I see it's Disney, and I'm like, "Okay, well, they're gonna."
Yeah, unfortunately, Disney movies are not made by directors; they're made by Disney.
Yeah,
like
I mean, it's like what was that thing going around? I feel like they're trying to get out of it by like doing. Well, no, because wasn't it that Marvel and like Kevin Feige and stuff? They all have these lookbooks essentially that they give to directors, and it's like if you're gonna show this emotion or you're gonna do this, you have to use these shots. Nothing different. You can't use this shot. You can't use stuff like that. Stick to this.
Yeah.
And that's why everything looks so fucking bland.
Wasn't there even like some sort of like list that got released that basically was like for the writers and directors of these movies, like exactly things they can and can't do, and they were like super specific.
It reminds me of like when like in the 90s when I think it was I can't remember, like 20th Century Fox, whoever the fuck, and like Roland Emmerich were like we're going to make a Godzilla movie, but we have to pitch it to Toho. And they went there. I love this story. They went there with like the pitch and the concept art of what their Godzilla looked like. And apparently the three like directors of Toho didn't say one word during the meeting. They stood up and left the room, didn't come back. And then 24 hours later, they were asked to go to another meeting. So Roland Emmerich and the team and the production guys went there. And another guy, unrelated to the other three, just came in and went, yeah, they're fine you making it because it doesn't look anything like our Godzilla, so you can do what the fuck you want. But then like because they had to use the licensing for it, because they couldn't use the name without it like getting their
approval.
Like yeah. They gave them like an 18-page document that was like, here are the things Godzilla can and can't do in the movie. I need to find this. But yeah.
Is that the one where they made Godzilla like female?
It was like they think it's female, and then it's like it can change genders or something.
Yeah, it was something. I don't know why I remember that from the movie, because I always thought he's king of the monsters. He's a guy, but
yeah,
Godzilla's actually gender fluid.
Wait, response from Toho. Oh no, okay, this is just them. This is them after the film comes out, just being like, "This was awful." Oh, and then they did like there was a film that they did, Godzilla Final Wars. That's it. Like it's really bad film, but their version of Godzilla beats up and kills the American version of Godzilla.
That's awesome.
It's like one attack.
That's awesome.
I
mean, it's weird that like typically Japanese like artists and creators are super critical, but then you see some of the weird shit they make that it makes no sense. It's really stupid, but yet it's really cool, and I'll never understand it. Like fucking Junji Ito is like that really famous manga artist who does the like really depraved shit. And you're like, I don't know why this is awesome, but it kind of is.
No, that's the thing. Like, I wish we kind of had that more in like Western culture.
Don't.
That kind of sense of
It's all controlled by the big corporations.
It really is. Like that film that I did have on my list this year, that Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yeah.
And then I got angry about it because the furry dragon just looks like My Little Pony and Elsa turned into one. It's getting like really good reviews, but it's like I just don't want to see it now.
That's because it's so cookie cutter.
Yeah.
But I wanted to bring this up as well because I have an issue with like the other side of movie making where movies are art house for the sake of being
art house.
Yeah, and I hate it. Like they have shots that go on for 10 minutes that the director's like, this is really deep and meaningful. Okay, how? Like
how? Yeah.
Because people want to have that impression that they want to leave the impression that this is artsy and it's really deep, but a lot of the time that substance isn't actually there. It really annoys me.
It's almost like if a shot goes on longer than like 10 seconds with no movement in it, and it's just like a straight on shot or whatever's happening. If it goes on for longer than 10 seconds, it's like the expectation is, I'm supposed to be getting a meaning from this. And then you as a viewer, it's going to be racking your brain, and you might come up with something that makes sense, and you'll be like, that is a great shot. Yeah. Or you might just be like, what's the point in that?
Director was not thinking that.
No.
The director was not thinking what you're thinking. Like, you look at, like, all-time greats, like, really old-school filmmakers like Alfred Hitchcock. Like, his movies are perfect because they basically perfectly represent his idea. And they, communicate everything that it's trying to tell you. It's not like... It's not artsy-fartsy for the sake of it.
I know... Yeah, no, that's exactly right, and it's the same with like I always think of this because when I was in like college and we watched like The Shining, the amount of people in my class that were like they fucking hated it simply because they couldn't get into it because of the opening shot, the car driving.
Yeah,
and admittedly, it's a long ass shot, but it gives you that actual travel, that journey from like safety to descent, like.
Well, the thing
and
that
the music helps with that. But...
No, the thing that bothers me about that scene is that you can see the shadow of the helicopter that was shooting it, and it always bothers me.
Yeah.
I remember we probably had the same teacher. He was like, "Now I think Stanley Kubrick actually left this in on purpose to tell the audience that it's a film and it's not real." And I'm like, I remember just sitting there thinking like, no, it's just that it was really expensive to get that shot and he couldn't redo it.
Exactly.
Or literally just no one noticed.
It's that thing of like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of another film that, okay, this is a bad example because it's not the best film in the world, but it was decent for what it had. It was more decent than it had any right to be. But the recent Invisible Man movie, they do this thing where some of the shots say like the main character leaves the room, just a kitchen, nothing out of the ordinary. She leaves the room, and the shot lingers for about 10 seconds because it gives you that nothing happens in the shot, but you are like, shit, like it's like he's there watching her, and then it doesn't just cut, it then pans over afterwards. That's really effective. But you're right, these art house films that are just like, there was one film that.
That's effective. What you're saying, that's actually effective to the story. It's trying to tell you something. All these art house films do like that same thing, but with no purpose.
Is there any that come to mind, like that you think of?
I was trying to think of like like Lynn Ramsey movies, like You Were Never.
Oh, I'm
Really
so
Here.
glad you said that. Yeah, I was just about to say, you were never really there, and it's like I like the movie style wise, and tone, but some of those fucking shots, man.
Yeah, just they feel pointless, and it's really frustrating. Or like, have you I always forget how to pronounce his name, Nicholas Winding
Refn.
Yeah, he's done like some really good movies and some fucking dreadful movies.
Yeah.
Like Only God Forgives, I can't stand that movie.
That film. I think it's actually a disgusting film.
It's really
I actually
gross.
really fucking hate it. Neon Demon isn't quite as bad, but it's just kind of like...
It's that same kind of thing, though.
Yeah. Drive was really good.
Yeah, Drive's a great movie.
But then it's like, yeah, you're right. It's just like, he got so much fame with that. He was like, I'm gonna bump this up to 11. Like, at least with someone like you feel like Lynch, he just makes his films and he doesn't give a fuck what you think. He's not trying to be artsy. He just ends up being artsy.
Yeah, like some of his movies are actually perfect. Like The Elephant Man is a fucking perfect movie.
Yeah.
And it has those artsy moments, but only because they make sense.
Yeah.
You can actually you get something, like some sense of world building or whatever from it. But
there's definitely a film that I can almost picture the shot, but I remember. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to look it up at some point. We have to talk about it. But there's one film that I think is good, but it's like there's one shot and it's just nothing happens at all, and it's like this isn't it. But another one's come to my mind. You know, fuck. What's the one about white racist people? Actually, not even racist. Just white people stealing black people brains.
Oh god, I know what you. Damn it! Why can't I remember the name? It's not Us. It's the other one.
Because we're racist.
Get Out.
Get Out. Yeah. Okay. There we go. The opening shot of that movie is just the shot of like the woods.
Yeah.
As the entire credits go. And I'm fine with that because it's like, okay, like I get that he's trying to mimic, because he's obviously a fan of stuff like Twilight Zone and like all those old kind of B horror films and stuff. But then to the casual audience,
It's just
they'll be like, what the fuck am I waiting here for? And they'll just turn it off. Like that's the issue.
Yeah. But like even then, I think that's a movie that does suffer from that, of trying to have artsy moments. Luckily, Jordan Peele's, I think, is a really good writer. He's a better writer than he is director. So the movie is like paced out really well.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like there's a lot of wasted time.
Yeah. It's even, I mean, it's weird with him because like everyone like lauded Get Out. And like it was good, but it's one of the only few films in my life that like the more I watch it, the less I like it. Like it falls apart every time I watch it, like more and more. So it's good, but then you have a film like Us, which it's entertaining, but it's dumb as fuck.
It's super. Yeah, it is dumb. I actually really like Us. I might even like it more than Get Out.
I like
to
it
be
more than
honest.
Get Out. Yeah.
But yeah,
it's just more. It's just different, isn't it? It's like
like
but it's that thing of.
Go on. Go on.
No, I was going to say you're probably on the same wavelength with like Us is a film that like if you did start tearing apart the logistics, the whole thing falls apart and just crumbles because you're like, when I always think about when it shows the shots of like right at the end when the revelation is out there. It's like they're all up in the fairground having a great time. They're on like the roller coaster, and then it cuts below, and they're all like in a room going like that, pretending on a roller coaster. But it's like, what happens when the person walks for 10 miles? Are they just walking into a wall? Because we don't see that.
No.
And they just, I don't know. It's just
like,
fucking stupid.
It feels like a movie where a guy has an idea for like, hey, what if there's a bunch of doppelgangers living underground? Like that, like, and he's like, let's just make a movie out of that. And like, there's something kind of cool about that, I think. It just feels like a cool, really unique idea.
I'd imagine that after the success that Get Out was, that no one really thought it was going to be, the producers and stuff were like, shit, you need to make something now. Like, you need to get on this. What have you got in? And he's like looking through his notes in his phone. He's like, I've got this idea about like these doppelgangers.
Do it.
It's done. It's done. 80 million, done. And he's like, shit. We start filming tomorrow.
There's a nice little 20-minute roast of movies.
It really was.
What did you actually want to talk about? We should probably just get to that.
Well, you see, today you might notice the backdrop here.
Yes. I noticed the clown.
Yeah. Now, the clown goes hand in hand with... This isn't a sponsor, by the way, but this is what I will be drinking today. We have some nice...
you have to know that we can't see that.
Power Force bleach.
Okay. Is that like we can see that. Is that like the Lidl brand of
It is,
cleaning?
yes.
Okay,
thick
good.
bleach. Okay,
Good.
so we're going to be drinking that today.
Can you tell me why?
Well, because I love the franchise Alien.
Yeah, you.
So do you.
Very big fan, yeah.
Huge fans. And I just feel like a fucking clown every time I'm anticipating something to do with the Alien franchise. Even Alien, like I've never felt like such a nerd in my life. But like when the trailer for the teaser trailer for Alien Covenant first came out, right?
Yeah.
And it ends with the xenomorph on the top of the thing, like as they're trying to fly it away. I was like, holy shit, this is what I want.
I mean, I remember when that trailer came out, because we both actually really loved Prometheus, and we were like actually dissecting it. Like, okay, what's actually going on? Like we were talking about it all the time.
And the film comes out,
and it was fucking garbage. It was awful.
And then it's like, I remember back in the day being super excited for Colonial Marines because those first trailers they showed, the ones where they specifically said, where Randy Pitchford, the fucking creep who does magic tricks with his foreskin to like employees, was like, here is an actual in-depth look at real gameplay. Now, as you can see, we have actually rebuilt everything from the films. It's like, and then it comes out and it's just like this meme fest of just like crap.
I love it.
It's
Not
fucking awful.
We'll never not be angry about that game.
No. But it was kind of okay because 2 years later, we then got Isolation.
Which is awesome.
Awesome game. But ever since that, anything to do with the Alien franchise has been just garbage.
It sucks that throughout the past, like, Alien has been around for like 50 years. We get like one good Alien thing like every 10 years.
And it's just not good enough.
No, it's not. But we get shit all the time that sucks.
And so I remember when everyone was waiting for an Alien Isolation sequel. Was it like 2 or 3 years ago? There was all these things coming out like, oh shit, like there's a new one. And it was a mobile game. It was a Five Nights at Freddy's rip-off mobile game.
Oh god. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna. Sorry, you keep talking. I'm gonna share the screen.
Okay. I'm trying to think of I was just trying to think of good Alien properties. Like, I remember the Alien versus Predator game for like the PS3 was pretty fun.
You know what? That was I actually really enjoyed that. It was really short, but you got like 3 hours worth per campaign.
Yeah.
Kind of cool multiplayer.
It was fun.
But can you see my screen?
Yeah, I'm currently viewing.
Fantastic. Well, this is why I brought the bleach out. here's a bunch of things that have been in the past like week to do with Alien that are not good. Bad.
They are bad.
Bad things.
Now,
First off,
is there anything good?
no. So, Fortnite, the game rated... Well, it says rated teen, but that's just this trailer. The actual game, I'm sure, is rated for, like, -3-year-olds.
Well, it's for babies. And if it's rated, like, anything above, like, 12, that's actually criminal because all the marketing is towards children.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
They sell school, like, lunch boxes and, like, backpacks and shit for toddlers. But...
I must have woke up at like 5 a.m. just randomly, checked my phone, and I saw like Twitter, and it was like, I don't know what it said. It was something like the xenomorphs are back, and I was like, my eyes were super crusty. It was like, you know, like my eyes were just glazed over, and I was like,
still almost like glued together. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, shit, okay, and I no lie, I opened this trailer. And because obviously if you click a link directly, you don't see the title necessarily.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is what I saw. I was like, okay, what is this? I was like, oh fuck, yeah. Like, alright. Okay. Kind of looked a bit goofy, but...
Yeah, you know...
Oh, no.
Oh, that face.
This is from a franchise about... these alien creatures that are manifested out of like the sexual fantasy and the dark kind of rape fantasy. You know,
yeah, Xenomorph is almost about like male power fantasies.
Yeah, and it's so deep and detailed and graphic. The violence is fucking horrible. Getting like stabbed through the brain with their little mini face heads things.
I mean, the guy who designed the Xenomorphs, H.R. Geiger, I'm pretty sure he even said it's based off like dicks and shit like that. Like you look at the original concept art for the game, it's like dicks, naked women getting like ripped apart. It's fucking vile in a good way.
It's like penises coming out of a mouth into an arsehole all along a wall.
Like,
and it's like, okay, Fortnite.
Where does Fortnite fit into this?
Like I'm glad that Geiger Giga is dead. I'm so glad he died.
He'd be rolling in his grave if he saw this.
He would climb out of his grave if he saw this, and he would just slaughter mankind.
That poor man.
But like,
why? Like, why? Why is this
fucking why?
Because I don't understand who their target audience is with this. Because the kids who are playing the game are like fucking 8 to 10 years old. They're not gonna want to go watch a horror sci-fi from the 70s.
No.
Or like even fucking Aliens, like an action movie, like a really old one. They're not gonna give a shit. And
the thing is, let's go on.
People, the other end of that, people who are big fans of that, the old horror movies and shit, they're not going to play Fortnite. Like, I don't understand.
Well, this is like, I don't want people to say that we're like gatekeepers of the Alien franchise or anything like that, because do what you want with the Alien franchise if it makes sense to like the audience that, like, some people will be like, yeah, but I mean, it's getting these kids interested in the Alien franchise. No, because these skins are there for like 5 days, and all they see them doing is this, right? So I'm going to close this one, and we're going to open this, right?
A Fortnite short. Oh, okay, I will give it. It's kind of awesome.
No. I do like right now. Shit. Okay. Yeah.
I do like that they've actually made it look like the original guy in the suit. Like it, but that's literally just because they have to like model it that way, or else it won't work.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is a butcherization of Alien.
I want someone to. I want like Ridley Scott's coming up with another new Alien film, and he's like got all the like storyboards and all the stuff around the walls, and there's just someone runs up to him with like a tablet, and they're like, "Mr. Ridley, sir, you need to see this." He's like, "Yes." He puts his glasses on. Kind of racist, but it's just, oh man, like, why? I generally thought, I was like, come on, surely like any videos like this, the like ratio is going to be dislike. It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
No. Haha. Funny. Do you like the new Xenomorph scene? Wow, it looks so nice. I like it. One person. Dear God, what has it become? Thank you.
Everyone ganks until Xenomorph starts doing TikTok dances. Like, I can't tell if these are the children who don't know what it is or what. What?
There's some really bad ones. If you look at like, I didn't want to watch it on this for this show because that would just be stooping to a new low. Not that we can get any lower than this, but it was an Allier video, and he was talking about the Xenomorph skin. All the comments were literally 5-year-olds. Ha, Ali, you're so funny. Oh, wow, I hope you get to use like the Mega Gold skin on the Xenomorph.
People like Ali A and like Vicstar ruin all of these games. They ruined Fortnite. They ruined Warzone. I don't know. It sucks.
But this skin has been out for like a couple of days now, and it's already spawned, because of course, it spawned a Fortnite fan film, short film.
Is that a thing? John Wick.
Did you just ask if that is a thing? Oh boy, you wanted to talk about student short films. We're going to do a whole series as well on Fortnite short films. Just watch some of this shit. I haven't really watched it.
To be fair, John Wick, if you pitched the movie John Wick fighting Xenomorphs, I'd be like, okay, that's pretty cool.
That would be kind of epic. I don't want to watch an ad for this. What the... Oh, fuck off. But yeah. Nice.
Thanks.
I enjoyed that. That was better than this video.
Thank you.
Notice me. Huh. I think I got an idea to have them working with me. But first, I need to find Midas.
Why can't you see his face?
I don't really know. I guess that's a gimmick of this thing.
It's a weird artistic choice, but okay.
Onesie, it's that time of night again. Closing time.
Yeah, not a lot of customers came by today. Or yesterday. Or the day before.
That's probably because we had to close down the restaurant for a few weeks. Because two hooligans decided to destroy the place.
Man, I didn't find out.
This is going to give me an aneurysm.
Please don't eat me. I don't taste that good. I'm just a soggy old burger. Huh? What just happened?
This has 100,000 views
What are they at? This fast. Did you read the about?
and 6,000 likes.
I thought
This Fortnite short film basically has our entire YouTube career in one video.
Yeah. I love it. By the way, you said Fortnite like the Fortnite.
You're literally trash. Dollar Tree headset, dog water. Trash.
But I just, what are like Disney and Fox? What are Disney like doing with this fucking thing? Like licensing it out to shit like this, and we've got this as well. This trailer came out yesterday, and I know a lot of people seem to be enjoying this. It looks like it could be fun, but this is not. This is not what we wanted.
That's the thing. It looks like it could be fun. But that's not good enough.
Because again, it just looks like a horde mode, like the Division mixed with like Anthem. I mean, you've got the Division little circular thing, beacon thing on their thing. Third person. I mean, that's the Division.
That is also the Division.
And you've just thrown in aliens, and you can't play as the aliens or anything. Could be cool. It could be fun. But this could have been so much better with a campaign mode or something. But
The thing, it could be just like a fun thing to like throw away time with,
Yeah.
like just to play with your friends. But there's so much more that could be done with this franchise.
I don't know, but I just wanted to get that out there. It's just shocking to me that
Yeah,
any of this exists. But
I know. We got our good thing this decade. We got Alien Isolation. That's, I mean, I suppose, when did Prometheus come out?
2012. So
Oh,
we got
okay.
two good things.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean,
And I know more diehard fans would be like, yeah, but what about the comics and stuff? I don't get the same vibe from them.
I'm not gonna lie. I love the Batman
Batman.
versus Xenomorphs and the Superman versus Xenomorphs. However, Batman and Superman versus Predators and Xenomorphs sucks.
Oh, okay. I enjoy your stance on that. That's quite strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you calling it out now? Are you saying it
Yeah,
right here
you know
right
what?
now?
I'm saying it. It sucks. Don't
Okay.
mix.
And I'm saying it here. Fortnite sucked.
I think
Breaking that wind.
I don't even have a problem with Fortnite in and of itself. It's just the culture around
No.
it and like that. Why?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are they doing this? Like when they added like fucking Kratos and shit to it. Like why?
Like, what makes me laugh is that I remember when like Mortal Kombat like X, and then like 11 came out, and it was like they set this precedent of making like these cameo appearances from characters like Rambo and the Terminator and shit.
Like RoboCop, didn't they add as well?
RoboCop,
But, like-
and like Alien was one of them that was bigged up for so long, and it's like that was the thing that people were talking about for a long time. Yet Fortnite just gets it. Fortnite is like, here we go, here it is.
And like that is a franchise that makes sense.
Exactly.
It makes sense for them to add Alien.
Yeah. But it's just like this yeah, you're right. Like this makes sense. Like Predator and Alien, like I don't know, it's just this is the thing, like this is one version of it, and then you've got like one version that's like Fortnite. It's just like I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
Kill myself, probably.
I mean, that's one solution.
Oh well. Anyway, that was my. I mean, we've been going for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes,
Yeah.
50 minutes, but I had to get that out there because this is how I felt, expecting something exciting.
Every time we feel like clowns.
And I just want to say as well, this fucking guy on Twitter, right? When the Fortnite one first got announced, I put like, oh, I can't wait for all these 5-year-olds to experience like getting the back of their skull caved in by this alien creature. There's like people liked it, and then this one guy replied to me with like, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, but you know, wait until you get to. I can't wait to see the Xenomorph hanging out in like the derp burger joint and like with
Tilted towers.
these skins. It's gonna be awesome, and yeah. And I thought, I was like, this is great sarcasm. And then I looked at his account, and he's a Fortnite like aficionado.
He knows
Loves it. All he does is spam that every day.
Oh.
And he was like having a go at me because I was like. He was like, yeah, but isn't it going to be amazing when you can get like the skins for the assault rifle and like the aliens using it? How sweet! No, go die. Go and commit die.
Like we don't. I never would want to gatekeep franchises or anything, but there should be some level of that that's acceptable.
Respectability.
Yeah, like I feel like I lose respect for a franchise when I see it go into like shit like Fortnite.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think they should do that.
No. But it's funny how like when everyone's heard about how like Fox has been merged into Disney and everything, people who like Alien were like, shit, you know, are they going to even make a PG-rated Alien movie now? Are they just going to kill the franchise and do nothing? And instead, what they do is they put it into Fortnite immediately. So it's like...
Yeah. It's funny that like Disney acquiring Fox was like one of the biggest things to happen of the century, and everyone was like, here's what's going to happen, they're going to merge these franchises, or they're going to reboot this or whatever. No, they just take the franchises that already exist and put them in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
like there's so much more they could do.
And like, I'm looking up now, like anything new about a new Alien film, and it's like Ridley Scott was working on a script for the third one since 2018, but he hasn't been given the green light because Alien Covenant bombed. And he's saying that he doesn't feel infused about it, but they want to bring... I don't know, it's just funny that someone like Neil Blomkamp, who... You know, District 9, great movie. Elysium wasn't incredible, but it was a fun enough time and like good sci-fi. And then all his short films and stuff. Yeah. And he's now working on a District 10. He is so passionate about Alien and like all the concept stuff he had. Like,
I don't know what Hollywood has against him, because he's had so many opportunities. Like he was going to make an Alien film. He was going to make a Halo film. Wasn't he going to make like a RoboCop or a Judge Dredd film or something?
Yep.
Like he has all these projects going that he's super passionate about. Then he just gets dicked over.
Yeah.
And he's eventually just said, "Fuck it, I want to make my own studio."
There's like one. Yeah, there's just one film on his IMDb that's in like post-production called Demonic, but there's like no name, like there's no actors attached. That could be just something he's self-releasing, but like, yeah, I don't know, it's just a shame. Like I feel like you get burnt out. Like why are you giving people who have done like one film a chance in a franchise or genre that they're not suited to, like with the MCU stuff?
Yeah,
but yet someone like this, you're not going to give the chance to do something.
I know. This guy who's literally perfect for all of these different franchises isn't, being given proper shred.
Anyway, that was very sad.
Yeah,
this is a very sad
this actually has been a very sad episode. We've just been talking about things that, have been good and suck now.
I'm just seeing what I can't be able to talk about anything else, but like I'm just looking at what I had on my list, and it's like there was a lot more here to discuss. But there's one thing that could make us a bit happy. But if you've got something to talk about, you talk about it while I find this.
I don't. But actually, there's no but to that. I don't know why I said that. I have nothing else to add. I have nothing else to add.
Well, there was lots to talk about. There was stuff like Henry Cavill leaking a Mass Effect script that he's got probably working on for Netflix and shit. Space Hotel being built from 2025.
Right. Bro, make healthcare first, then you can focus on space.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the Henry Cavill thing I thought was weird, because I saw there's like a photo of him like getting put in costume or something.
And it was blurred out.
It was super blurry. I remember seeing that, just thinking like, oh, this is probably just like something for The Witcher or something. But yeah, I didn't see like about all the Mass Effect stuff until later on. Like, I was very confused.
People forget how smart the internet is, because there's like a thing that you can just, any text that's blurred on something, you pop it, you like drag and drop essentially, and it's this technology that reverses it. So then when someone did that to the image, it was like it was like character descriptions of like Tali Zora and like the Geth, Shepherd, and it's like great. Well, I mean,
the internet ruins the mystique of a lot of things.
Exactly. But well.
Like,
Speaking of the mystique of things,
oh no.
while we, I guess, wrap up, or we'll talk about a couple of last things, we're just going to watch this clip of Anthony Hopkins embarrassing himself for views.
He's had a weird presence on the internet in the past few years
He actually has.
of doing these kind of weird videos.
Yeah, and it's kind of cringe.
To be honest, he's got a dope outfit.
Oh, he does. I like it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You're 83 years old. You were in Transformers the last night.
You have some decency. You were in Transformers.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, whatever he wants to get up to, fine.
Fair enough.
But
He's
imagine
earned
if you
it.
saw like someone else doing this. Like, imagine Al Pacino did. Actually, that's a bad example because
Duncancino.
Duncancino, yeah.
What about like Robert De Niro? I guess.
Oh,
But
he's embarrassed himself.
even then, he's done. Actually, I can't.
I mean,
think...
Meet the Fockers. He had like the man tit, the boob
Yeah.
where he milked from. So
Who's an old guy who still has some respect for himself?
Ian McKellen, maybe. I know he has jokes and stuff, but like he's never done like weird like.
His jokes suit his character, I think.
Yeah, it's like Patrick Stewart, but he did the Emoji Movie, so he's
He
lost
also-
everything.
He also does like, doesn't he do like American Dad and like a bunch of voice acting stuff like that?
Yeah, I think he's the boss in American Dad. Yeah, I think that probably about does it. I can't sit through any more of this. I can't talk about franchises that now.
This
suck
is
or
what the
Anthony
internet
Hopkins.
has. This is what the internet has done. It's ruined Alien. It's ruined Anthony Hopkins.
The internet has ruined Anthony Hopkins. He's having like an absolute mental breakdown, like psychosis because of the internet.
Like, I remember when it was a big thing that David Attenborough had made a Instagram account, and I just remember thinking like, oh no, he's gonna do TikTok dances, isn't
Yeah, I'm so glad he didn't. And I'm so glad
Yeah.
that he just basically stopped posting anything now. But
he? It was just his team were like, watch our shows.
yeah, which that's fine. I mean, I would have more self-respect if Anthony Hopkins here was like shilling something. Like maybe the shirt is like his own fashion brand.
But no, he's just doing this because he feels like it, I guess.
But he looks like he's getting shot. Wait until he goes backwards again when it starts, right? Like he's getting shot by a machine, like a Tommy gun.
He's like the guy in the opening scene of RoboCop.
Yeah. Just insert Roblox oof noises, but I don't know. Very
Right.
sad. Very sad.
Oh god.
But I feel like that does it for me.
Yeah, I think we're done here. Right.
Oh. All right. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe and do whatever you can to help us make Alien great again, guys.
Make Alien great again. Stop these dirty migrant Fortnite workers getting their hands on all these properties.
And go and subscribe to Angry Joe as well.
Go subscribe to Angry Joe.
I'm gonna get a background of Angry Joe for our next
That'd be good.
video.
That'd be great.
All right.
We
Well,
love Angry
bye,
Joe
everyone.
and we love migrant workers. So
Yeah, we
goodbye.
do. I feel like Angry Joe is a migrant worker.
Oh wait, no.